Ever notice how some cruise passengers seem relaxed and ready, while others look flustered and freezing? It's not luck, it's strategy. I once saw a couple board in flip-flops and tank tops, only to shiver under pool towels later that evening. Meanwhile, a savvy pair in light layers and sneakers looked perfectly at ease. Your cruise outfit sets the tone for your trip. After dozens of cruises, I've learned exactly what not to wear, and what to wear instead. Let's dive in. 1. Hazard heels. At home, they're elegant. On boarding day, they're your ticket to misery. Cruise terminals mean endless walking, slick tiles, graded gangways, steep ramps, and stairs when elevators jam. One twist, one snag, and your Instagram-ready entrance becomes a slow shuffle to the infirmary with an ice pack taped to your ankle. Crew quietly admit the heel wearers are almost always the first to limp on day 2. Save them for formal night when you're strolling across carpet, not metal gangways. Flats or cushioned sneakers may not elongate your legs, but they'll save you the humiliation of face planting during the welcome photo while hundreds of strangers stare. Plus, if seas kick up later, those same stilettos become slippery death traps on moving decks. Heels scream glam, but they whisper regret the minute your vacation starts feeling like an obstacle course. 2. Blister makers. Sandals and brand new shoes promise style, but deliver agony. Embarkation day racks up thousands of steps, from security checkpoints to wandering endless corridors, long before you see your cabin. New straps rub raw within minutes under tropical heat, blisters form faster than frozen cocktails, and by sail away, while everyone else toasts with piña coladas, you're scavenging band-aids from your carry-on. Worse, many cute sandals have no grip, turning glossy decks and metal gangways into slip-and-slide nightmares. Veterans know to wear sneakers, broken in flats, or cushioned slides until luggage arrives and you can change. Your new kicks can make their debut at dinner, not during a 4-hour slog through terminals, security queues, and boarding ramps. Because nothing screams rookie louder than hobbling down the Lido deck, ankles taped and shoes dangling from your fingertips before the ship even leaves port. 3. Flip-flop, fail. They scream vacation mode, until you're standing barefoot on grimy terminal floors because every passenger must remove shoes at security. That breezy freedom suddenly feels like a gas station bathroom in July. Flip-flops are also tripping hazards when you're juggling bags, IDs, and boarding passes. Straps snap, toes get clipped by rolling luggage, and try sprinting for your boarding call with rubber soles slapping the floor. You'll regret every step. And on the ship, freshly scrubbed decks and slick stairwells are flip-flop accident factories. Even crew quietly mutter when they see guests arrive in them, because the infirmary always gets busier after boarding. Pack them for the pool, sure, but wear supportive shoes until you're unpacked and settled. That first deck selfie will look just as tropical if you're upright and comfortable, not hopping on one foot because your footwear quit halfway through boarding. 4. Layer lugging. Some travelers treat embarkation like a smuggling run. Jackets tied at the waist, sweaters stacked, scarves hanging, just to dodge a checked bag fee. The result? A walking laundry rack sweating through security, holding up lines as every layer comes off for scanners. Cruise terminals aren't climate-controlled havens. They're crowded, humid, and stuffy, especially in tropical ports. Every extra hoodie turns the wait into a sauna session, while your fellow passengers glare as your free packing strategy clogs security belts. Worse, cabins often aren't ready, so you're stuck hauling or wearing every layer for hours as you roam the decks. Want to avoid looking and smelling like a human coat rack? Pack the heavy items in checked luggage and keep a single, lightweight jacket in your carry-on for breezy decks. Embarkation isn't the day to cosplay as a migrating penguin. Travel light and you'll thank yourself before lunch. 5. Denim doom. Jeans feel safe, versatile, presentable, cruise casual. But on boarding day, they're sweat traps. Port cities are humid, security lines crawl, and the walk from customs to your cabin feels like a marathon through a greenhouse. Skinny denim, especially, turns into a vice when you're hauling bags up gangways or hunting for a shady spot to wait because cabins aren't open yet. By the time you unpack, your mood's as wrinkled as your jeans. Plus, denim doesn't breathe, so every step feels like slow cooking your legs under Caribbean sun. Seasoned cruisers stick to loose cotton, breathable joggers, or casual dresses for day 1. When the air conditioning is blasting, your cocktail in hand, and you're not sweating through fabric that feels like it's shrinking by the second. Boarding day is about ease, not enduring a slow bake in blue. 6. Glitter and glam traps. Cruise terminals aren't parties. They're holding pens. Hot, crowded, full of stops where belts, hats, and chunky jewelry must come off. Every extra accessory adds to the hassle, and flashy outfits only amplify your discomfort when you're lugging bags or waiting an hour for your cabin to open. You'll sweat through satin, snag rhinestones on luggage, and wonder why you dressed like it's a gala while standing in a noisy terminal with no AC. The move? Keep it clean and simple. Airy fabrics, minimal jewelry, a look that photographs well but feels effortless. Save the sparkle for the first night's dinner or a theme party. 7. Baggy burdens. Oversized hoodies, saggy sweatpants, and draped tees seem comfy. Security loves a mystery, and baggy layers mean more pat-downs, extra scanning, and suspicious glances as staff check for stashed items. You'll be holding up your group while everyone else breezes through. Once on board, those same loose hems snag on handrails, escalators, and rolling luggage, a slip hazard waiting to happen. Humid port weather makes big, heavy fabrics trap heat too. Go for breathable, balanced fits. Not skin-tight, not swampy. Materials like cotton blends or lightweight linen keep airflow moving without tripping alarms or literally tripping you. Comfort counts, but extremes backfire fast. Unless your goal is to be the one everyone side-eyes as security runs a second scan, leave the walking blanket look for cabin movie nights, not embarkation lines. 8. Jewelry and accessory jams. Chunky bracelets, oversized hats, tote bags, and dangling earrings all seem harmless, until you're juggling them in a terminal designed for efficiency, not flair. Wide-brimmed hats blow off in breezy ports, jewelry sets off alarms, and every dangling strap gets tangled in conveyor belts or snagged by rushing luggage wheels. The veterans? They stick to a single small crossbody or backpack for essentials, and keep accessories stowed until the ship. You can glam up later for cocktails or sunset selfies, but on embarkation day, you're just slowing yourself down while everyone else breezes to the buffet. Minimal is key. The fewer items you're chasing, untangling, or explaining at security, the faster your first drink arrives once you're finally on board. 9. All white regret. White linen pants, freshly pressed shirts, crisp sundresses that scream Instagram-perfect vacation. Terminals are grubby. Dusty floors, greasy luggage belts, mystery stains on benches. Add sweat, sunscreen, or the splash of a pre-sale pool test, and suddenly your clean aesthetic looks like a crime scene. To make matters worse, cabins often aren't ready, so you're wandering, brushing against doors, railings, and fellow passengers juggling drinks. White doesn't just stain, it magnifies every wrinkle and crease, turning your looks sloppy before the lifeboat drill. Darker colors or patterned fabrics survive boarding day chaos far better, hiding the grime and forgiving the creases. Save the whites for later, when you're not dodging luggage and sticky rails. Because the only thing worse than boarding day sweat? Boarding day stains you can't wash out until day 3. 10. Suffocating fits. Snug dresses, bodycon skirts, skinny pants. They might win likes on Instagram, but lose every real-world test on boarding day. Terminals mean sitting, standing, bending, and climbing stairs while balancing luggage, all in heat that feels like a sauna. Every seam digs, every step feels restricted, and sweat clings where fabric refuses to give. If your cabin isn't ready, often the case, you're trapped in that fabric straitjacket for hours. And public bathrooms? A nightmare if your outfit has zippers or belts in awkward places. Breathable, flexible clothing like wide-leg pants, sundresses, or soft joggers saves the day. You'll still look pulled together without the misery of counting minutes until you can peel yourself out of a dress like it's shrink wrap. Leave the fitted silhouettes for dinners and events when you're relaxed, air-conditioned, and free from embarkation's endless hurdles. 12. Costume overkill. Some passengers start the party early with tropical shirts, pirate hats, or beach party costumes before the ship even leaves port. To everyone else, especially the staff, it reads as amateur hour. Terminals aren't festive, they're functional. Security, customs, and stressed crew trying to funnel thousands of people through. The actual sail-away party? That's your time to unleash the costumes and drinks. Boarding day should be about efficiency. Breezy, practical clothing so you can move fast, stay cool, and avoid being the spectacle clogging up the process. 13. The cruise fun begins when you're holding a drink on deck, not when you're holding up a line because your plastic parrot necklace jammed a security tray. 13. Scent clouds. After a long travel day, you want to smell fresh, but dousing yourself in perfume or cologne before boarding turns you into a mobile fog machine. Terminals are enclosed, stuffy, and packed with people who can't escape your fragrance cloud. For many, it triggers headaches, nausea, or allergies. Crew can't tell you to tone it down, but they'll remember you, and not fondly. Worse, once the scent mixes with terminal odors, even you might start feeling queasy. Keep it light with deodorant or a subtle body spray until you've showered on board. Save the heavy scents for evenings when the air is fresh and you're not crammed shoulder to shoulder with 2,000 strangers. Boarding day is already sensory overload. Don't make it worse for everyone, including yourself. Subtle winds, overpowering clouds, they just make the long wait feel longer. 14. Security nightmares. Beyond comfort, your outfit can literally delay your boarding. Bulky jackets, heavy belts, jangly jewelry, and oversized bags all flag extra screening. Each delay feels 10 times longer when you're in a line that snakes around a hot terminal. Staff don't care how stylish your metal-chained belt looks. They care about keeping people moving. The more you pile on, the more trays you juggle, the more you risk being the one everyone side-eyes as they wait behind you. Cruise veterans streamline. One carry-on, light layers, shoes easy to slip off and on, and no excess hardware. You'll glide through scanners, breeze onto the ship, and be sipping your welcome drink while the fashion-forward passengers are still wrestling with their belts in security. Boarding day is about momentum, not runway moments, and the less gear you wear, the faster your vacation actually starts. 15. Wet deck disaster. It's not just what you wear on your body, it's what's on your feet when the ship's decks are freshly scrubbed. Boarding day is chaos for the crew, with cleaning teams hosing, scrubbing, and polishing every surface to perfection before passengers flood on. The result? Glassy, slick decks and gangways just waiting to betray anyone wearing smooth-soled shoes or cheap flip-flops. Every cruise veteran has seen it. A new passenger, arms full of carry-ons, slipping hard near the Lido bar because their fashion sneakers had zero grip. Not only can it bruise your pride and your tailbone, but a fall early in the trip can mean days in a wheelchair or the infirmary while everyone else hits the pool. Avoid the drama by wearing shoes with solid tread, running shoes, strapped sandals, or anything with real traction. Boarding day is no time to test your balance on a ship still drying off. Embarkation day should feel like the start of your vacation, not a sweaty obstacle course or security saga. Skip the heels, sequins, overstuffed layers, and fragrance clouds. Dress light, move fast, and let the fun begin after you're on board. Which outfit disaster have you spotted the most? Drop it in the comments and start your cruise the smart way.